Yes?
Good.
Okay.
Good.
So Windsor Police received a call for service shortly after 9 a.m. this morning. Indications were that a female was observed in the 600 block of Pierre Avenue with a head injury. She was bleeding from her head, and a citizen observed her. There was also a male in the street who appeared to be following this female. The male, after seeing the citizen, retreated into a residence, and police were notified and called. So we obviously attended the scene here. It was unclear at the beginning of this call whether or not there could be weapons in the residence. As a result of that information that needed to be verified, the emergency services unit was utilized. ESU attended the scene, and we cordoned off an area and secured the area to ensure the public safety at that time, and the ESU spent some time trying to establish contact with the party inside the residence. Eventually contact was made with the person inside, and police were able to execute an arrest on that party. I can tell you that the female was transported from here to hospital. I understand her injuries are non-life-threatening. She has received several staples to close a wound to her head. I understand it's the back of her head that she was bleeding from, and that is where this investigation stands at this point. The Windsor police officers on scene today, the emergency services unit, as well as the patrol units, did a fantastic job of communicating and cordoning off an area, and this was resolved successfully with an arrest that was basically uneventful at this time.
What's the relationship between the victim and the suspect?
I don't know at this point. I don't know what the relationship is to the suspect. I know he's a male individual, and obviously the victim is female, so I don't know what the status is in relation to that.
There was another man taken out. Was he related to this?
I understand that there was a second male party who is not involved in the incident, who is inside the residence. I don't know if he's a relative of the suspect or not, but there's definitely two males inside the residence, and we have the suspect under arrest at this time.
Where did the assault take place?
It's unclear if we believe the assault took place inside the residence, and that'll be part of the obviously investigation. We don't know at this point whether a weapon was involved. That'll be all part of the investigation. I know that we do have investigators at hospital at this time with the victim, and they're getting information from her.
Did the woman live in the house too?
I don't know. I don't know if she's a resident here or what her status is in relation to the address.
How common is it for the ESU to use a megaphone and to go through that whole process to try and coax somebody out?
Well, certainly, whenever we have any indication that there could be potential danger, obviously we take great steps to ensure public safety and safety of our officers as well. Our primary objective here is to ensure community safety, but of course we're looking for the safety of our officers. So as I've indicated before, it was unclear at the initial process of this call whether or not there was a weapon inside the residence. So emergency services who are working were utilized, and this is a standard procedure for them to set up an area, a perimeter, secure the area, and try to establish contact with the victim. And as you've indicated, they have various means of doing that, and I know they were using a megaphone today to try to talk to the individual who they were searching for.
How did the arrest take place and unfold, and how was the suspect, what state was the suspect in?
Yeah, I understand that police were able to establish contact with the suspect, and I believe he was arrested at the front of the residence here in the 600 block of Pierre.
He surrendered himself? That would be accurate?
I don't know if that's if he actually came out of the residence on his own or if he presented himself at the door, but I know police did establish contact with him, and shortly after contact was established, he was in custody.
Known to police?
I don't know. I don't have a name or anything at this point.
So only one suspect in custody,
That's
right?
correct. There's one male party who's in police custody at this time.
Were police